last couple of days, we were in the process of going through, 824, the Mamba Day, Kobe Bryant Day. So I did a deep dive with some Kobe content, and I was showing my son, and we were going through all of the greatest games Kobe had. But not just that, some of the interviews that Kobe was able to do before his, untimely passing. And it was just so many nuggets that this guy was just dropping that, it motivated me to just say, man, we lost a good one. And to be honest, back in the day, man, I was a Kobe fan because, I grew up, every step of the way following his career. You got some guys that came in on the tail end of the Kobe Bryant phenomenon. Now, I remember Kobe when we first heard about the stuff that he was doing at the Adidas ABCD camp, kind of, Streets and Smith, following his career all through high school. He went to prom with Brandy, a huge pop star. So you kind of see him crossing over from, in the basketball realm to now he's in the pop realm to now he's about to be a Laker and do something super duper special. And so watched him from day one, when he played in the Utah series, when he shot the air balls, when he did all of those different things, we followed him, So we followed him. And not only did we follow him, we rooted for him. And again, I was a big fan. I was a big Shaq fan. And I didn't give Kobe enough credit when he first came out as far as thinking that he can be that dynamic second player to a Shaq. Love Shaq, big Shaq fan. I thought Shaq was just the man. So I was like, man, so Kobe's coming in, he's trying to do everything like Mike. Love Mike, love what Kobe's doing, his up and coming stuff. But again, during that time, big fan of Grant Hill, big fan of Penny Hardaway, big fan of Harold Miner, big fan of all of these guys that they've named the next Michael Jordan. And so just doing a deep dive on the Mamba Day, and I'm seeing like, man, Kobe, man, we actually lost a great one, because not only did he have that heart and that drive when it came to the sport, he was able to articulate everything that he was going through, and not just everything that he was going through, the whole basis behind of what he was trying to do. And some of the things that I heard him say, and I was just like, man, if everybody had that type of mentality, and you hear it when you heard, or when people talk about the Mamba mentality, but the fact that the man said he had a kill list of trying to chop down everybody who was ranked ahead of him coming out his senior year, from the fact that he was just talking about the different things of having tunnel vision and staying locked into his ultimate goal. And he said his ultimate goal was he wanted to be the greatest basketball player of all time. And not just making it to the NBA, not that, but the greatest basketball player of all time. And that's incredible, because I start to look back at my childhood, and I honestly had to take a look at myself in the mirror and say, man, did you ever set goals like that of trying to be the best basketball player ever to play the game? And I honestly, can say that I never really had dreams of trying to be the best all-time greatest player, and saying that drove me every single day to get up and play basketball. I just played basketball because I love to play. And it was another notion that he mentioned, that he said a lot of the guys that were in the NBA played only for financial reasons. And by them only playing for financial reasons, he knew that it was going to come a time where they didn't really want to continue to try to get better. And I have a saying that I use with my kids all the time, where I say, we're just trying to get 1% better every day. So now, me listening to Kobe, and I'm glad that everybody celebrates him on the 824 day, because we need to celebrate somebody like that. We need to just, the guy was just phenomenal, man. And like I said, just looking back on the 824, and you're watching all of the different highlights and people posting online, man, we lost a great one. And it still give me chills when I watched the 60-point game, his last game, because it was just like, it was phenomenal. I was able to come back from an Achilles injury just like him. And the amount of work that it put to get back to that level, it was just kind of like watching him do all of that stuff. I'm like, man, that guy's, man, he's a special.